Hello friends, I'll take you through a nice poem which I've taken out from a book titled The Rhythm in Poems. The title of this particular poem is Where Unemployment Became Employment. Friends, how does one feel when even after a long stint of education one doesn't get a job? I'm sure quite broken down. So this poem has been written for all those people who have not got a job. There is immense frustration. So here it goes. There is immense frustration in the minds of our younger generation who are not able to fulfill their aspirations, so they weep in desperation. All dressed up but nowhere to go, all qualified, well qualified yet no place to serve. I too had ambitions galore. I too had rank and ability to explore, but for me life has now become a big bore. For jobs have thinned down and businesses have run aground, where industry and merchants are in a helpless frown. And that's what throws the youth into a deadly surround in between the mighty jaws of the ever-fighting crowns, where unemployment is now all around, from remote villages to the mighty towns, like dust floating in open grounds and mind agitating beyond a point, where 65% is below 35 and 1% decides the pie. Things will never change till India thrives, where job seekers yet rulers are always on a high, and where mothers weep, fathers mourn, country groans for their children's throne. So where are the promises of yours? So where are the promises of yours? For there are no jobs that makes us sob, and there is no point in pitching one against the other to create tremors in the already ruffled feathers. Each morning when I leave my home, I see a ray of hope in my aging soul that I'll return with some job in my fold. But sadly it is the same old story, as I have got no glory and I have nothing better to say except sorry, since life continues to be weary. And when my parents look at me, I look somewhere else in shame, not knowing how to contain both my frustration and my frame. Is when my mother cajoles, don't worry son, when states can't deploy, industries can't employ, treat unemployment alone as your employment. For we all thought acche din have come, but only for those ones who are not part of the lower rung. So that's the poem. Friends, things are tough, but don't get disheartened. There will always be a good day after a bad day, provided you don't go astray and stop trying. So thank you friends for your time to hear this little poem that I've taken out from this book, The Rhythm.